Hello.
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 Let's go! Hey, kids.
Hey, Dad.
War crimes will be prosecuted.
Does the word duh mean anything to you?
Yeah, I chose this profession, so therefore I earned beer.
You want to go to the matinee?
The feeling is definitely there.
You don't know my name!
It's a new morning in America.
This is the old dude, Howard J. Reynolds.
Step into my office.
Not going to be too many punks.
Don't you stop worrying about the punk?
You, that's my name.
Yeah, let's go to the punk rock show.
Introducing, for your listening pleasure,
From the Quarantine, episode 57, High Fives Podcast, it's Moke.
Hello, Nate. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm surviving.
Continue to do this through the interwebs. I miss
Yeah.
the snacks.
You miss the snacks? I miss seeing you. I miss seeing you.
Like in person.
Yeah.
Like, do you miss my smell, would you say?
I don't know if it's a smell. I just miss that feeling that you're here.
Yeah.
Although, I guess like this episode, I'm even less dressed up than last time. I got glasses on.
I did see you're wearing pants.
I did put pants on.
Yeah. It's kind of fitting because there's so much longing and missing. And this episode's all about the top 5 love songs.
Yeah.
Which I can't really believe we haven't done yet.
I have that written down in my notes here. I'm kind of shocked we didn't do this. And then I was like, maybe we did do it and I forgot.
I think I pitched it one year for like the month of February and you were like, that's lame. And then
that does sound like me.
Yeah. And then I think like maybe we thought about it another time and it was like, I don't know. It just seems like there's a bajillion songs out there, like especially within this genre.
Yeah. I thought it was like, originally I was going to go, I'm like, oh, this will be easy. I'm going to go through all the pop punk songs. There'll be 5 quick pop punk songs. And then I veered off that path. In retrospect, I probably should have stayed on the pop punk easy path.
But you're that kind of guy, Mike. You don't want to take the easy path. You want to challenge yourself.
Yeah, I like that offbeat route.
Yeah.
So
it's what I know about you.
Yeah. Well, not on the beaten path, off the beaten path. What is it, Nate?
It's off. Yeah.
It's off the beaten path. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Not beaten off the path, but
no, I don't beat off on the path. I just want to clear that up. I know quarantine's lonely, but
allegedly.
Allegedly. There was that one time.
So if you didn't go the pop punk route, did you go the emo route?
I went all over the place,
All over the map.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm excited to hear what you came up with. Did we do breakup songs, or is that one that's been left out there too?
We left that out too. Maybe that's a next. There were some obvious ones that I didn't touch. Did you? I'm wondering if you did. We'll see. We'll find out.
We will see. We will find out. There were some ones that there were some artists that I would pick normally, but I left out because I felt like we use them a lot.
Before we start, what's new with you, Nate? How's self-isolation going for you?
It's very isolating. Yeah,
that's what they say.
Yeah. It's fine. Like, Netflix is keeping me pretty entertained. I also have the Crave platform. So there's a lot to watch there. I'm really enjoying The Last Dance with my boy Horace.
Oh yeah. The HG, the rat.
Yeah. A little sad that he doesn't still wear his goggles.
Well, he did his time.
Did he?
He wore them for a while. I feel like
that's something you stick with forever,
I thought you'd be more sad about him being called a rat.
I don't think it was him. He said it wasn't him, and I got to believe what Horace says.
Yeah, you got to trust the HG.
Yeah, you got to. What about you? What are you doing?
Same thing, just watching the TV. I'm feeling a little bit better than last time when we talked. I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with this whole thing, so I'm starting to enjoy TV and music again. And
you're digging in.
I'm watching The Last Dance and started rewatching Community. That was really good. And
I watched that for a little while. I could never really get into it.
Oh, if Dave's listening, he's going to lose his mind. It's like one of his top 3 shows of all time.
Chevy Chase is in that too, right?
Yes, he is.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Dark Side of the Mat. I watched a few
Oh,
of those.
yeah.
A few of those.
That's really good, that show.
Yeah. I think it just depends if you knew, like, I liked wrestling as a kid and a little bit as an adult. So if I knew the people, then it was interesting. But there's a couple of them I don't even know who the people are, so it wasn't as captivating.
It's some dark shit, man. Wrestling had some dark shit.
Did you watch the Dino Bravo one? That was insane.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
It was all insane. My jaw was on the floor watching this stuff, thinking like, this is beyond crazy.
Yeah. And then I know you're missing out on your trip to Hawaii with the punk rock hot sauce baron from Down Under.
It was a High Fives meetup.
Yeah.
It's second, maybe third official High Fives meetup, and it got canceled.
It's pretty depressing.
So yeah.
If you want, later on, I'll take my shirt off. You can look at my pale body. I'll pretend I'm suntanning here. It's like I'm in Hawaii.
If I want, yes, please.
Well,
ding dong.
You got to ask.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Mike. I appreciate that.
The other one thing I wanted to touch on before we hit the music is, have you noticed there's like a lot of celebrity deaths? Is it just me, or is it like amplified because of this, or is it like always this way and we're not as aware? Like, so many people this weekend alone, it was like Little Richard, Betty Wright, and like Jerry Stiller, Roy from Siegfried and Roy.
Well, they're all pretty old though too, right? So I mean, it does fit in with the time. I mean, so that would enhance. I don't know if they're all COVID related or not.
No, they're not all COVID related. It just seems like there's a lot of people dying.
I mean, Jerry Stiller is 92, like not a young man.
No. And I think
older guy.
Betty Wright she had cancer.
Okay.
Little Richard wasn't a young dude either.
No, I mean, it could just be timing, right? Like,
yeah, that's what I'm asking. Is it just timing or are we just hyper aware of everyone dying now? So we're just like
little from column A, little from column B.
Yeah. Anyway, a lot of good people died.
One thing I was, did you see that Simpsons clip? I'm sure you know the one I'm talking about, where they're all like telling Hibbert like they want a vaccine, and Hibbert's like,
that's one of my favorite.
And he says, all I could give you is placebos. And they're like, where are these placebos? And they go in, rip apart this van that's got bees in it.
Yeah.
The killer bees. I was just like, they prophesize everything.
So because I'm such a Simpsons nerd, I've listened to Bill Oakley talk on this a bunch of times. And he just said that like they throw around so many ideas that are hypothetical and that like eventually stuff just lands. If you've got
Who would have thought that one would land though?
Yeah. Well, the whole episode is like, I don't know. That's one of my favorite episodes. So I don't know. Like, there's a bunch of stuff in there. The best part of that episode is Chief Wiggum trying to shoot the flu. I think that's even more.
That's even more real.
Yeah. Because I can just picture some dumbass being like, well, this flu's not going to get me. This disease, I'm going to shoot the vid. But again, a machine gun.
Bake them away, toys.
Yeah, exactly. So, what have you been listening to, Nate?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Mike, because I have a couple things written down here.
Ooh,
I'm going to burn through it, though.
Yeah,
just a couple.
Burn.
I just chose a couple because there's so many. I've been turned on to a lot of new music, courtesy of yourself, and courtesy of the world of music as well.
Well, there's a lot of time to listen to music.
There is. The first one I'm going to start out with is a new band called Fake Names. Have you listened to it yet? The self-titled record?
I feel like I know the name, but I can't put my finger on it right now.
So it's Dennis Lixon from Refused and Brian Baker from Bad Religion.
Okay, yeah, that's why I know it, but I haven't listened yet. I've been looking forward to it.
It's really good. It not what I expected at all. Like I expected it to have like a harder edge, obviously because of, Dennis from Refused, but not that way at all. It's much more of like a straight ahead rock and roll record. Really good hooks and melodies. And I really like Dennis doesn't scream all over it. And I really do like his voice on this one. So definitely one to check out, Michael.
I will.
The new Days and Days record, Show Me the Blueprints. It's like soft gutter punk. Like it's accessible gutter punk. Let's say that, because I don't think all gutter punk is that accessible, but this is that, and much more produced than their previous albums. I like this band, and so this record is very much similar to their older stuff, but I would say even more like packed with catchy melodies. It's really, just a fast record. And like I say, like more accessible than their previous stuff even. And like a pretty good production value for a gutter punk record. And the last one I'm going to talk about tonight is Hot Mulligan. You'll Be Fine.
Love the Hot Mulligan. I think that's going to be on my like top 10 of the year for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I was, a little bit like surprised by this record. Like it's got very much like an early 2000s kind of emo vibe mixed with like American football guitars and like kind of like a Tiny Moving Parts vibe as well. I don't know. Did you get any of that?
Yeah. I would put American football and the emo thing in the same vein.
I really like it. And there's something like oddly very nostalgic about this album that, came out this year in 2020.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Like I've been waiting for it for a while, so I'm pretty stoked on it.
Did I say that was the last one?
It is, but I would.
Oh, I have one more. Yeah, I just have one more quick one.
I'd like to hear it. Okay.
It's the new Strokes record.
I just listened to that this morning and I liked it.
The New Abnormal. I really like it too. So the Strokes has been kind of a funny band for me because the songs of theirs that I really like, but I've never been one to like be able to really sit through a whole album. And this album is the opposite of that. Like I very much enjoyed it. It kind of brings together everything I really like about this band. All of their sound that I like put together on a record. It's kind of got like a little bit of the National vibe to it. I think like it's a pretty laid back album. And like a bit of like an 80s, like new wave vibe to it, which is kind of a departure from their previous stuff. And it's also a Rick Rubin production. I don't know if you knew that or if they've engaged him in previous records or if this is their first time with him.
You know what? I don't really know. I really like the debut album by the Strokes a lot. Like it's still one of those albums I can listen to front to back. And then after that, I haven't really listened to anything. I liked his solo album a little bit, or a couple of the solo album songs. I don't know if he even had a full album. And then I just kind of forgot about it. And this album is really good, but it's very different than the first Strokes album. It's just like you said, it's got some new wave vibe to it. It almost kind of reminds me of like Killers in a weird way too.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like the melodies are good. It was, I thought it was really good, but I didn't have really high expectations for it going in either. So it's got my seal of approval, like your mustache. That's also got my seal of approval.
Well, I appreciate that. I like that. I like the compliment. That's all I can really say.
Yeah. I'm glad you did. If you didn't, you're stuck with it.
Yeah.
And now it's out there, unless you edit it out.
I'm not going to edit out a compliment, Mike. That's just crazy.
It would be crazy.
Yeah.
Very crazy.
Crazy.
Carol B. Crazy.
What are you listening to?
Okay. I have a few here because last time I was kind of phoned it in a little bit. And like I said, I've been a little bit more attentive to my music collection. And there's been so much stuff that's come out that I've kind of skimmed over. So I'll try to go quick. First one's the Danzig Sings Elvis album. I've been waiting for this album for a long time, and sadly it's kind of a disappointment.
Wow. Were your expectations too high?
Way too high. I
Which is odd.
in my head, he's been talking about this album for like 10 years. And
right.
Like I feel like I remember a couple demos coming out like four years ago, maybe. And I was like, oh, this is going to be great. And then like, it's poorly done.
Really?
It sounds like he recorded it on like a pirate version of like GarageBand and he didn't know how to use GarageBand.
Yikes.
Yeah. And it's like kind of a shame because he's like so suited to do Elvis songs. And I legitimately like Elvis Presley and I legitimately like Danzig. Like I joke about Danzig, but I love Danzig. And I don't know. it just didn't work. His cover of Always on My Mind's really good. And I almost put it on the show just because of that, but it's not good enough. It wasn't even good enough to make the cut for this. And I don't know. Maybe the Misfits will do a parody of Danzig Sings Elvis. It's probably what the world needs to get us through this.
And you think that would be better?
It might be.
Sounds like somebody's got some high expectations again.
Of the Misfits? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Second one is Tommy Ray's solo album. I don't know if you're familiar with Tommy Ray.
I'm not, but I did listen to that and I really liked it.
Yeah, he's the frontman of The Cry. I don't know if you listened to The Cry at all before. They're like a glam punk band. So it basically
sort of just glam punk.
Just glam punk. Just glam.
Not glam rocky glam punk.
No.
Okay.
Some may call it
Those
glam.
are different.
Some may call it glammy glam punk, but
okay.
I'm not around to toss that label on anything. Like,
okay,
I just don't do that. I know you might just toss that kind of label on things, but
I wouldn't do that. I'm not a genre guy, Mike.
I'm pretty specific on when I toss that. No, no, it's like if you listen to this, you'd probably like The Cry. The Cry's a little bit more glam rock, and apparently a lot of these songs were like things that they didn't use for their last album. So, but I like it. It's really good power pop stuff. I check it out. The album's called First Hits Free. Next up was...
Which is how you got me to do this podcast.
Yeah, the first hit was free.
Incidentally, yeah.
Next band's The High Sides, and the album's called Some Pretty Dark Thoughts. I think this came out a few weeks ago. I'm not really sure. It came out sometime around the start of the quarantine thing. So, I don't know. It's been it's been 2 months. Could have came out anywhere in between there, but it feels like weeks ago. They're from Vancouver. It's like 8 songs, I think. It's kind of... I can't put my finger on it. It reminds me of something. And the singer kind of sounds like the Polar Bear Club singer. So I really like it. And then this one's something you shared with me. And I feel awful because I'm going to totally pronounce it wrong. But it's the singer of Lost Love solo stuff.
Oh, yeah.
How do you say his name? Do you know?
I think it's Guihelm.
Guihelm. Okay. Born and Bored. Sorry, not bred. Born and Bored. I really like that album. Like,
yeah, it is good. I like it too.
It's like whenever you hear someone from a punk band's doing like a solo folk album, you're just like, I know what that's gonna sound like,
right?
And it doesn't sound like that. Like it sounds like it's something different. You can still see Lost Love elements in it, but it's really cool. And I like the lyrics. I know they're kind of like maybe it's just like my mindset, but there's a lot of stuff about being stressed out and like dealing with all that kind of things. So I don't know. It's really good. And the last one is something I kind of forgot about. It's Robot Bachelors, the third Houseboat album.
Right.
I don't know if you listen to Robot Bachelor ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of was searching for songs for this episode, and I kept going to the last Robot Bachelor album, and then I forgot this one had come out because it's only on Bandcamp. So I was just listening to it today and the other day, and I really like it. It's awesome. If you don't know about Robot Bachelor, it's the guy from the Steinways and Houseboat, and Luke from the Copyrights, and Noel from Rational Anthem. And it's pretty good pop punk stuff, Rollins core kind of stuff, funny. Next time, I think Bandcamp's doing that sale, like where like on certain days where they give all the money to the artists.
Yeah, it's cool that they do that.
So I'm just waiting for that day, and then I'm going to pick it up. So that's what I was listening to. It was quick, except for my ranting on the Danzig album.
Hey, Moke's got a rant.
Yeah, sometimes
just let him rant. Let him do his thing. You know?
That's it.
It's like a tiger with a piece of meat in front of it. You know, you're not gonna steal that meat away.
Yeah,
just let it do its thing. Let it finish. Yeah.
Otherwise, your arm gets chopped off.
Yeah, that's right.
Or you end up dead like Carol's husband. Bum, bum, bum.
Okay, the craziest thing. I'm just gonna say this real quick. I don't know if I said this last time. If I did, you can tell me and I'll edit it out. But I think I shared it with you that it was like a tweet that somebody had put out there. And it was the picture of Carol with her first husband from when she was like way younger. And it's next to a picture of Jeff now. And it's like, oh shit, that's the same guy. And it says like, this was, Jeff is Carol's first husband who she now hired to get Joe Exotic put in jail. And I'm like, that's it. That's the plot twist.
That's the level of like crazy that people have gotten now with like conspiracy theory. Hey,
We got to put this picture out there. We'll put it out there on the website because dude, you see it and you can't unsee it. Like it's with me forever. All right, number one.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's get to the picks.
Let's get to your pick.
My pick and then your pick.
Yeah. Let's hear what kind of love song you went with.
Well, in a top 5 list about love songs, you got to go to the beginning, where all great love stories start. Ultimately, Mike.
Fairy tales?
Yeah. Well, no, not fairy tales. This is a real story about love, Mike.
Adam and Eve?
No, not there either. That wasn't about love. That
wasn't
about love.
This is not my my religion.
It
podcast.
all starts with a first date, Mike.
Oh, I see.
Which is the title of this song by a band called Blink-182.
Oh.
From the album Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. Like I say, I think every good love story starts out with the first date. You can't start love without a date.
No, you can't.
And even though like it's got that like Blink-182 goofiness to it, like I think it perfectly encapsulates that first date, like of nervous excitement. I love this song. I love the drums on this song. It may be my favorite 182 song, I think.
Really?
And I mean, one of, if not the favorite, one of the favorites. And I mean, the video for this is stellar.
I can't think of the video.
I don't know if you remember. They had like all those shitty mustaches and they were like in the 70s.
Yeah.
Very Spicoli-esque.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's it. That's my first pick. First date.
First date. That's a good one. I looked at some Blink-182. There's a lot of good Blink-182 songs for this topic.
Oh, yeah. They're one of those bands that have written a song or two.
First band I'm going with is Saves the Day.
Ah, nice.
Off Through Being Cool, and the song's Third Engine.
Nice.
I always kind of find it funny that emo songs, they kind of walk that fine line between being romantic and like borderline creepy, hey? Like if you're going through this stuff, you're like, is that like pining over someone, or is that stalker level? Like,
yeah.
And I think like, especially that era of like emo pop punk, they like really like toed that line. Like some of it's a little bit creepy sounding now that you go back when you're older and you're like, that's not cool.
Well, I think we should all just be grateful they had, writing music as an outlet instead of finding another outlet.
And then I also got to thinking about how much I like Saves the Day and how funny it is that their abbreviation is STD. And then I was like, we could do a topic called with bands that have bad acronyms.
Yeah. I can think of a couple right off the top of my head.
Anyway, Third Engine's a really cool song. I like it. I love Through Being Cool. And yeah.
That's a great record. I can't recall the song, but I guarantee I'll know it as soon as I hear it.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
I'm sure I will too.
You know what I like about Through Being Cool is like the guitar lines in a lot of the songs are like they're killer right off the top. Like,
yeah.
Compared to after where they get a little bit more into like slower stuff.
It's all killa, no filla, Mike.
I would agree.
Yeah. First Date, Blink-182, and
Saves the Day, Third Engine.
Inside, I'm not my target that I'm probably gonna miss. Let's go, don't wait. This night's almost over. Honest, let's make this night last forever. Forever and ever. Let's make this last forever. Forever and ever. Let's make this last forever.
And we're recording again, Mike. Section 2.
Section 2. Sounds sexy.
What is sexy about Section 2?
Everything.
Or nothing?
It's just that mustache,
Maybe it's
Nate.
the nothingness that's sexy about it.
See, just...
It's that mustache, but
Yeah.
this mustache was here in Section 1.
Yeah, I know. But now I'm just looking at it in this video and, All right.
Have you seen the new Beastie Boys documentary?
I have not, because I don't have Apple TV.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Okay. See, Julie just got a new phone and they give you Apple TV with your new phone because I don't think there's much on Apple TV. So it's like, hey, here's a subscription to a channel that there's a couple shows on. But that documentary is on there and it's awesome. I really enjoyed it.
Rad. I really like the Beastie Boys, so I've been looking forward to seeing it.
Did you go see so when we were younger, there were two opportunities and I didn't go to either of them. I think the first one, because I was probably a little too young. And the second one was the Hello Nasty tour. And that album just didn't interest me at all.
Did they come on Hello Nasty? Because I feel like I would have gone to that because I really wanted to. But the other time I didn't go. It was I think we were in junior high still, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think we were just a little too young.
I had only been to a few concerts, and at that time I had to choose between going to Soundgarden or that. And I was a bigger Soundgarden fan at the time. Soundgarden was a band I was really into when I was a kid. And and I hadn't been to a rock concert before, and Beastie Boys I liked, but they weren't at the same level of liking. So I chose I could only afford to go to
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So I chose to go to Soundgarden, which was probably my third concert ever, maybe at the time. So
you chose the Spoon Man.
Yeah, it was that tour actually, I think too.
Nice, Super Unknown. How was it?
It was rad. I mean, I liked them a lot at that time, and they would have been one of my favorite bands at that moment. So
another band you'll never get to see.
Yeah.
So good on you for taking the opportunity, Mike.
Yeah, 13-year-old Mike made the right move.
I don't know about the right move because you can't see the Beastie Boys either.
It's true.
Right?
It's true. It's true.
Let's go with number 2. Section 2, number 2. I'm just going to get this one out of the way because I'm sure a lot of people are going to choose this for their list. And I say, if it's on your list, keep it on your list. You don't have to just always, find other things than the things that we pick. You can, and I like that, but you don't have to. I don't want somebody to not put a list out because they're like, oh, you picked all my favorite songs.
No one says that about your list.
Just couldn't let me have that, could you?
You can't toss that out there like that. That's
I did toss it out there, so I can do it.
Yeah.
I can, and I did. You just
and I took
stopped it. International You Day is the song that I chose.
This was my low-hanging fruit when I was like,
this is the low-hang. Yeah.
It's a perfect love song.
It is a great song. It's one of the best punk rock love songs.
Yeah.
Written by one of the best punk rock songwriters.
For sure.
There's not much more you can say about it. It's on the album Hard Rock Bottom, which I feel didn't get a ton of love when that one came out. It was just kind of a gloss over album, but has arguably one of their most memorable songs on it.
Yeah. Are you going with that version or the Tony Sly and Joey Cave version?
No, I'm going with that version. I like the fast version.
They're both great.
We're not walking down the aisle here, Mike. This is a punk rock podcast show. So,
all right.
We're gonna hit it hard. But yeah, I really like this song. It's a great song. It's got that sincerity that Tony Sly brings to his lyrics. Where when you read the lyrics, they could almost be a little bit cheesy, but the way that he presents them in the song, there's just that genuineness and that sincerity that Tony Sly brings to his songs. I think this has been on many a wedding playlist. Probably the Joey Cape and Tony Sly version. Not so much this one. I can't see Grandma, opening up the pit for this one.
It's funny because I do DJ, or I've used to DJ a lot of weddings, and not once did it come up, and I always wondered why. But I guess
This song?
yeah. But I didn't do a lot of, I guess, punk rock weddings. There's not a lot of people that pick punk rock weddings.
I think one of the things I like about Tony Sly's love songs too is like a lot of them had like that reflective quality, you know, that he's writing them from the road and like, you know, kind of yearning to get home.
Yeah, I think that's like one of the things that I realized about him after he died. When you started listening to the lyrics a little bit more, or from myself, it's like how good he was at writing that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Tormented guy, I think, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
There
right.
you go. International U Day, new fan.
Great song.
To you?
All right. I'm going to go with a cover song.
All right.
And it's Me First and the Gimme Gimmes version of Nothing Compares to You.
What a great choice, Mike.
Like, if I'm going to be honest, I think this is might be one of my favorite songs. I don't think there's a version of it that I don't like. Like, I like the Sinead O'Connor version. I like the Prince and the Family version. I like Chris Cornell's version. I like his daughter's version of it.
Wow.
It's great. It's
all
just
the versions.
There's probably more, but it's a great song. Like, it's just one of those songs. And then I was like listening to it, I'm like, is it a breakup song or a love song? But I think it's a love song.
I don't know. I mean, I can hear the chorus, but I can't hear the whole song right now. I'm going to pay attention. I'm going to get back to you.
And then I have one other question for you.
Go
Do
for
you
it.
know?
I'm ready.
You're ready. You're going to this is a little bit of trivia knowledge for you. Is it off Take a Break first, or is it off the Fat comp, Uncontrollable Flatulence? Because I
Take
feel
a break.
like, is it? I feel like I heard it on that Fat comp first, and I was like, this is amazing. And then I was like, I can't wait for this Gimme Gimme's album, but I couldn't figure it out today.
Take a Break was the first one, right?
No, Take a Break's like the
third
one. Maybe the fourth one.
I don't know, because they did do that. They put out like some of the unreleased ones like on comps. Like Only the Good Die Young was on Punkorama 2 before it was ever released on one of their records.
Yeah, no, it would have been like promoting this album. I just couldn't remember.
I don't know.
All right,
I'm not even gonna stab it. Well,
Doesn't
I did
matter.
stab at it. I'm taking it back. I don't know.
All right, let's just hear your songs.
Fine.
Yeah.
International U Day. No use for a name. And
Me First and the Gimme Gimmes, Nothing Compares to You.
to you.
I'm sorry that it took so long to write this song, but I gave up. See, 1,000,000 words can't describe how it feels to know your love. Where did I go wrong? I should have told you from the start that I'm closer than you think when we're apart. Nothing that I've tried is as simple as this line. But without you, my life is incomplete. My days are absolutely great. And so I tried. Let your heart know for sure that I have so much more to tell you every single day. since you took your love away. I go out every night and sleep all day since you took your love away. Since you've been gone, I can do whatever I want. I can see whomever I choose. I can eat my dinner in a fancy restaurant, but nothing can take away these blues. 'Cause nothing compares to you. It's been so lonely without you here, like a bird without a song. Nothing can stop these lonely tears from falling. Tell me, baby, where did I go wrong? I could put my arms around every boy I see, but they'd only remind me of you. I went to the doctor and guess what he told me? He said, boy, you better try to have fun no matter what you do. But he's a fool, 'cause nothing compares to you. Come on! Woo! All the flowers that you planted, mama, in the backyard, all died when you went away. I know that living with you, baby, was sometimes hard, but I'm willing to give it another try. Nothing compares to you. Nothing compares to you. Nothing compares.
Have you watched any live shows on the internet since we last talked?
I have not.
Nothing. You haven't given in, huh? You haven't
Nah,
broken?
I haven't broken yet. Oh, no, it's a lie. I did watch a little bit of Erica from Reviver. She was playing
Nice.
some of her new album. So I did listen to that at work. I had it on in the background. I didn't technically
But
watch
you
it.
didn't watch it.
I watched for a few seconds, but I just had it because she's in the UK somewhere now. So it just happened to work time-wise while I was
Gotcha.
working. It was good.
We watched KJ do a acoustic set on the weekend.
For that festival or whatever. That
Yeah.
SBM.
It was actually really good. Like, I've seen him do acoustic before, and I remember the first time seeing him do it, I was like, okay, I saw that. That was good. Probably don't need to see that again.
Let's hear it for
And-
KJ.
Yeah, let's hear it for KJ. But this was really good. Like, I really enjoyed it. It was fun. And like, he had his daughter play miso ramen with him.
Oh,
she
rad.
played the ukulele and he played guitar and sang. And it was cool. Like, I like that part of it, you know, like just getting to see into somebody's life a little bit more that you normally wouldn't.
For sure. That's something that's weird. I mean, I think we're kind of spoiled because we have KJ here.
Yeah.
Like we're just kind of grew up watching KJ all the time. So like we make jokes about it, but he Chicks Diggett's rad and he's rad. So
yeah.
Like, have you ever heard a bad thing about KJ? I've never heard a bad thing about KJ.
No. Solid
Like
guy.
usually when you have like people in town and if you're connected to the scene, you're going to hear some shitty things about somebody. Like I'm sure somebody said something shitty about you or me at some point.
Never.
But I've never heard anything about KJ.
No.
Stand-up guy, stand-up band. So we're pretty lucky with that.
We are. I mean, they're another band that like you could have picked a million songs from for this topic. But they were a band that I decided we played enough.
I did the exact same thing. I had a list of them and then I was like, you know what? I play Chicks Digget on here a lot. We don't need to put them on.
But a million songs that could be on here. This is my kind of homage though to Chicks Digget, and Masked Intruder was another one. Read a lot of love songs.
For sure.
Arguably creepy love songs, but not emo. But like I say, I didn't want to pick them because we've used them a lot, and this felt like kind of that low hanging fruit for the topic. So of the same ilk, I did find a super poppy pop love song. It's called Miracle Drug by Dan Vapid and the Cheats off the album 2. I love this song. It's just like, it's super cheesy, but like super catchy, and like the melody's rad. And it's like one of those songs that you put on and like the second it's done, you hit replay. Like it's one of those you can just listen to over and over and over and over again.
Awesome. Yeah, I like Dan Vapid a lot.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna stick with that pop punk feel, and I'm gonna go with an album that just came out, and it's the Real Sickies Quarantined album.
Did you like this album? I did listen to it. Yeah,
I liked it. I thought it was pretty clever that they put out something so quick.
Like it was like 2 weeks after.
I know, and they were on tour. Like their tour got cut short because of this whole thing. Like they were out
crazy.
With Real Mackenzie's, I think. Anyway, I just think some of the best pop punk love songs are like silly ones, and this is filled with silly love songs. So
totally.
I was going back and forth between picking them, Robot Bachelor, Chicks Dig It, and then I just decided to go with Real Sickies. If you're not familiar with them, they're from Edmonton, and they wrote this album during this quarantine period. So the song is called Doing My Time With You.
All right.
I just like the claps in it a lot. There's a lot of, any song with claps is a pop punk song with claps, or like, which is funny because if you've ever been to a show with me, I'm like the guy that would never clap. With, you know, like, or like
you're a hands in the pocket kind of guy.
Yeah, I'd never clap at a show. Like
never.
Not like I'll clap as like a good job clap, but never like the claps. So like, hey everybody, let's clap along. You'll never see me do it.
What if they say like, get your hands in the air?
No.
No,
I'm not like that guy.
What if you were at a Naughty by Nature concert?
No hip
and
hip.
they were playing Hip Hop Hooray.
Nope.
And the whole place has got their arms swinging.
I've been that guy where like the band's like, that guy's not doing it.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
I can't remember where that was, and I was like, eh.
And you didn't cave?
Dude, you know me. I'd never cave.
Wow. That's amazing.
I
do know you, but like at the same time, I feel like
I don't like it when it
surprises me that you wouldn't cave.
I don't like when it's forced. Like if everyone was doing it, just like got along. But especially when a band's like, all right, everybody, clap your hands. I'm like, yeah, fuck that. This looks like some sort of like.
I like how you change your voice when you do it.
Yeah, well, I've never been a frontman.
Everybody. Clap your hands, everybody.
That's how all singers sound to me when they're live and they're trying to do their singing thing.
That's amazing. I love it.
Yeah. Anyway,
do it one more time. Let's do our song choices that way. Okay.
All right.
Miracle Drug by Dan Vapid and the Cheats, and
Real Sickies with Doing My Time With You.
If I become addicted to you, that would be alright. I may go through withdrawals if you were to leave my side. From the love you give to me, from the love, I sure do believe you pick me up. I don't feel like a slug. You like a. Oh, miracle drug.
already regret it.
Yeah.
I regret every part of that.
I regret nothing and everything.
All right, we're up to 4, Mike. Can you believe we're at 4 already?
Let's keep rolling.
Yeah. What comes after 3?
4. That's
right. You haven't lost anything, Mike. You're still the same guy. You still have the same knowledge.
Just call me Coolio. I'm on a fantastic voyage.
Wow. Slide, slippity slide. Is that song?
Yeah, probably.
Come along. Yeah, I think so.
These other ones like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
And then he has a song about safe sex. I can't remember which one that one was.
And then Dangerous Minds, dude. Don't forget about Dangerous Minds.
Yeah.
I mean, classic. I saw him do that on Howard Stern. And they had like the guy like, been spending most of my life. That guy in there too.
Ooh.
It was awesome watching like the hook guy sing.
Yeah, well,
like live. Well, the rappers right there too. You know, like, I mean, I haven't been to a lot of rap shows.
I've never been to a rap.
To any actually, but I've like seen like local rap artists like play a show, and it's always not very good. Like it's the mix is always off, you know, like and it just feels like it's not on beat, and like I don't know, like I feel like that's a genre of music that's like better left for like, you know, the record.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been to one, so I can't say.
No, I can't say either. I can't say for sure. I just know the little bit that I've seen, and it was awkward. Awkward for everybody. Here's my number 4 pick, Mike. I'm going to give it to you right now.
That's awkward.
This is a band that I thought I've had on here more than I have. I found this thing called Control F on a Mac.
Mm-hmm.
Not Command, but Control F. And it might be Command. Anyways, one of those two where you put it on a web page, and like you can search that page like for keywords. Do you know that this existed?
I did not know this existed.
Oh man, it's so awesome because like all our stuff's on the web page, and I'd like scroll through because I don't want to repeat. Like I give a shit about that stuff, unlike some people on this podcast, but like.
That was a low blow.
It took a second.
No, I was just shaking my head. I didn't know how to respond.
It was a knockout punch that left you on your feet.
Yeah.
Is what it was. I love you. It's how I love, Mike.
You Ivan Drago'd me there.
Anyways, you can do that. You can search for things, and it's way easier because we only have like 3 pages when it comes to the previous episodes. So anyways, I've only played this band 2 times in 57 episodes. I thought I'd played them much more. And funny enough, they both show up in like the fall or autumn episodes. Well, these guys are pretty versatile. They can do more than just fall and autumn, Mike. Let me tell you.
I'll be the judge of that.
Is Lucero.
Ah.
And the song comes from the EP Texas and Tennessee. The band. Well, I already told you the band, Mike. The song is called Breathless Love. And I just love this song. It's like very different from, I would say, the majority of their music. But it's got like big horns in it. It's got this great piano in it. And it's just this really earnest love song that I really love.
Excellent.
It's a love song that I love, Mike.
Yeah, well, you got to love a love song.
Breathless Love.
Ah.
Have you recovered from the 1-2 I gave you, or more than just the one, I guess?
I've caught my breath.
You're not breathless?
I'm not breathless.
Okay.
Breathless Love sounds like it could be like yacht rock, though, hey? Like it sounds
yacht
like it could.
Rock.
Yeah, like it sounds like it could be like, who's the dude that sings the Top Gun song? Kenny Loggins. Kenny Loggins. It sounds like it could be a Kenny Loggins song.
I think of like, the first thing that pops into my head is Breathless Mahoney from Dick Tracy.
I never liked Dick Tracy.
No?
Nah.
I watched it recently. It doesn't really stand up. It's pretty like, it's pretty visually interesting, but like the story's pretty meh. Anyways, Madonna played Breathless Mahoney.
Oh.
Yeah. Little trivia for you, Mike.
Oh, interesting. I'm going to go to my next song.
All right. Why don't you do that?
I'm talking about Dick Tracy and Flathead or whatever, whoever else is in
top.
it. Flat
top, not
Flat
flathead.
top. Yeah.
That's a screwdriver, Mike.
Ah. And I'm going to go with a Hot Mulligan song. And since we talked about them, I don't have to talk too much about them because we did talk about them a little bit.
Well, I talked about them. Did you agree with the things that I said?
Yes, I do agree.
Oh, okay.
And I did say that their album's probably going to be in my top 5 of the year, I think.
You did say that.
Top 10, top 5. There's a lot of claims made.
Top 30.
Well, it'll be there for sure. And the song is called I Fell in Love with Princess Peach, which came out in 2016 on a compilation, but they've re-released it. So I'm not really sure if if this is the compilation version or the re-release version, but yeah, it was just when I started listening to them I think I found out about them last year, and I just started going through stuff and I heard the song and I thought it fit. It's pretty, it's got that whole self-pity trope that emo songs have. And that works with love songs sometimes. It's a good title for a song too.
Is it about Princess Peach, or is that just the name of the song?
It's just the name of the song.
Okay. Because, that's a bit weird, right?
Unless he's got an anime fetish or a video game fetish. I mean, I'm not here to judge.
No, we're not the judge. We're not even the jury, Mike.
No, I mean, some people are really into Toad.
Oh, fuck. I'm out.
You're out. You're out.
All right. Breathless Love, Lucero, and
Hot Mulligan, I Fell in Love with Princess Peach.
Little girl, oh, what you do to me. Sometimes I forget to breathe, 'cause you've made me such a mess. I can't think of nothing else but this love, oh, this breathless love. Darling, I need you, the breath on your lips, oh, as they're touching mine. If I want to live, well, little girl, oh, what you do to me. Sometimes I forget to breathe, and I know I would die if you ever said goodbye. Oh, this love, oh, this breathless love. Darling, I need you, the breath on your lips, oh, as they're touching mine. If I want to live, I do what I can, but it's chemical. There are just some things you can't change, like the color of your eyes, or how your hair parts to one side naturally. Please don't tell me to change. I'm more than content living this way, and I hope someday that you will feel the same about me. If you could change anything, please just stay the same, because I love everything about you. It's a color of your hair, the way you rub your eyes when you can't tell, and how you can fall asleep nearly anywhere. You said I'm just too thin, that you hate your dad, and I'm just like him. I always become afraid when she gets real. I've lost all of my composure, falling down the stairs, breaking souvenirs that your grandmother handed down to you. Let's just say I messed everything up, and my attitude shines too damn much. I will never be what you need.
And we're back. Hey, look, I stole your stuff. You insult me. You insult Toad. And now I'm going to steal your intro
Toad's
bit.
the worst. Toad's the worst. That's all I'm gonna leave it at that.
You know what's not the worst is your shirt. You're wearing
Thanks,
a
buddy.
bad cop shirt. It's very nice.
Yeah, it's brand new. I got it in
Yeah.
the mail. Mail's
so
really
we-
started to slow down. Have you noticed that?
Like getting stuff in the mail?
Yeah, like are you ordering anything?
I'm trying not to order too much. It's been really weird. Like I ordered some stuff on Amazon and they told me it was going to be 2 weeks and it came in a day. And then I ordered something from I ordered a Degrassi book from Joey. And
Oh,
it said
wow.
it was going to be here in a couple days and it's been like a week.
That
Someone was
totally
pointed-
sounds like Joey.
Fucking Joey. He's probably
Fucking
banging
Jeremiah.
Caitlin right now. Hanging out with what's her
Jeez.
name?
Tessa Campanelli.
Yeah. Yeah. He probably got Tessa to mail it. Who knows what she did? She's probably throwing
Who knows?
spaghetti at Yick or something.
Yick.
I always
What a
liked Yick.
name. What
Yick
a
was
name.
cool, man. Yick's an
He wasn't
underrated.
in the beginning.
He's an underrated character in the whole thing.
He is. He's a dark horse for sure.
He's a pretty cool guy in the whole thing.
No.
Yeah.
Not when he was friends with Arthur. There was nothing cool
Yeah,
about
No,
Yick.
he was
Nope.
way cooler than Arthur. He was just
Nope.
down. No, here's my logic on Yick and Arthur. At least he hung out with Arthur as long as he could. Like he didn't ditch Arthur until he was like stuck. He's like, fuck, you
But
know
then
what,
he had
Arthur?
to leave.
Arthur,
He had
you're
to
not
go.
getting it. Arthur, you're not getting any cooler. You're not smoking pot with me and that other guy.
Yeah.
Who's the other guy that Yick smokes pot with?
Dwayne?
No.
Claude?
No. He's
I
like
don't know.
Shane's buddy. Ah, whatever. We're off tangent here.
BLT?
No.
Which is probably the worst character name I've ever heard. Anyways,
Anyway,
you were saying that you have only started you're not listening to singles anymore before albums come out.
I'm trying not to.
Right. It's
Like-
it's a discipline, Mike.
Like, you know, when addicts are like, I'm trying not to put myself in bad situations. I try
Right.
not to put myself in too many of these bad situations. I've cheated a little bit. I mean,
Right.
we all fall off a little bit, but I'm really
Right.
trying. And the bad cop, I did not listen to because I'm waiting for the album.
Yeah, it changes the way the album is presented if you listen to the singles prior to.
Yeah, I get it. I think before I used to get jazzed and stuff like on comps and things, and then I'd be like super jazzed about the album. But nowadays, I think you might be right on this one.
You're older, you're wiser, you're coming around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
So before we start on the last pick, I think I should say thank you to some people.
All right.
Do you think I should say thanks?
Probably. I mean, you're going to do what you're going to do. Moke does what Moke does, right? We learned that in the first section of this podcast tonight. I've always known it.
I just follow my heart. And my heart says thank you. You know who I'm saying thank you to? Not you, Nate.
No.
You've been mean this episode. You've been really mean this episode. No, in all seriousness, thank you to everyone who's picked up and listened to us after a little hiatus. And anyone that sent in a list. It was pretty cool. We got a lot of responses in this one. Thanks to everyone who sent in photos of what they've been doing during self-isolation. It really made for an interesting Instagram post thing. It was kind of fun to put a personal touch to the lists. I don't know if you caught that when I was posting them, Nate, or not.
Oh, I caught it. I caught it real good, and I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, thank you all for listening and for interacting with us. Hopefully on this episode, we'll get some cool lists too, and keep it going, and tell your friends about us. Follow us on Instagram, and join or subscribe on iTunes or Spotify, or listen however you want to listen. But yeah, maybe tell a friend about us. And if you have some extra money to toss around, we have a couple new designs and for shirts and stuff like that on TeePublic and Threadless. And TeePublic has now made masks with our design. And their plan is to donate 1 medical grade mask for each one sold. So if you're interested in that and helping us out, you can go to their site and get one of our masks. Don't feel obligated. I know everyone's got their own things going on right now, and personally, for me, I'd rather you supported bands and give some bands some money. But if you're feeling generous, we could use it too to pay for some of this stuff. But don't feel pressure. And like I said, I'd support the band, support the people you love, and support yourselves. And you can remember to check us out on our website, highfives.ca, at Instagram at highfives podcast, Facebook, or email us. Or if you're really daring, join the WhatsApp chat to discuss all sorts of riveting things. If you're looking for another podcast, check out the My Age podcast, which is hosted by Joel, who interacts with us quite a bit. He's got a lot of great guests, and they go through the albums that shaped their lives. And most important, stay safe, stay cool, and be excellent to each other.
Oh, you're supposed to save that to the end.
Oh.
You can do it twice?
I can do it twice.
All right.
There's no rules.
Good thank yous.
Yeah. What's your last pick, Nate?
Last pick is, I'm just going to get to it.
Get to it.
Is Sleepwalkers by Brian Fallon, off the album Sleepwalkers. This is one of my favorite songs of all time.
Of all time?
Yeah, one of my favorite songs of all time. And you know why? It's because the best love songs are the ones that you actually live. Those ones where like you feel like, is this song just like not written for me, but like it is speaking to me. Like it becomes almost a narrative. So this song, I actually lived. And there are some great lyrics in it. The story is talking about a guy that's with a girl, and the guy that's watching this from the sidelines who wants the girl. He just sees this other guy taking her for granted, and he's just like, what's this about? So yeah, everything's just like a dream in this song. And then, that's where he sees her in this song. It's like, it's movie like romance, Mike. It's a great song. It's a great love song. One of my favorite songs.
That's cool.
There you go.
I can't even picture it in my head, so I'm looking forward to hearing it. Well, now my song's going to sound I don't have as much interesting stuff to say about my song now, Nate.
That's okay. It's not a contest.
I didn't live this, but it's a great song. So you're going to get stuck with it.
Okay, let's hear it.
The band is the Planet Smashers.
Excellent.
And the song is called Break My Neck, a love song. And I figured I had to hit the Joel ska quota on this episode because we didn't, or we did last time maybe have a ska song. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, we might have had did you have Hepcat on the last one?
I did. And I had Suicide Machines.
Yes. I originally cut this from the list, but then it got stuck in my head all weekend, so I had to go back and put it on. So.
Love it.
It's a perfect Smasher song. It's upbeat, silly, but not too silly.
Similar to like your pants before you started the show.
Yeah.
You didn't have them on, but then you realized maybe I should put them on, so you just went and put them on.
But then I took my hoodie off for you.
Yeah, that's true. Sleepwalkers, Brian Fallon, and
Planet Smashers, Break My Neck, a love song off Too Much Information. Thanks to everybody for listening. Stay safe, stay cool, and be excellent to each other.
But just a tiny minute, I'm afraid I'm going crazy again. Could you spare me a little perspective? See, I'm having all these visions, Ma, but I don't want you to worry. And there's this girl that I must have been wild about in some long distance point in my history. And I saw her last night with a handsome young man. She was glowing to me, and she glowing to him. And Mama, she was famous in my dreams. And on a good night, can you keep a secret in the low light? Where heaven meets the ocean, I will find you in a dream. In between the needles and the beams, where you and I go walking in our sleep. And I don't mind the empty house. I'm learning to sit with my demons. Been itching to write up this book again, but it's so hard explaining the fevers. I'm working on live with the living, Ma, cause I spent too many years running. And I just wanna find somebody designed with the same electricity humming. And I saw her last night with a handsome young man. She was perfect to me, and she perfect to him. And Mama, she was famous in my dreams. And on a good night, can you keep a secret in the low light? Where heaven meets the ocean, I will find you in a dream. In between the needles and the beams, where you and I go walking in our sleep. Where you and I go walking in our sleep. And if you see her, say I'm waiting on the fireworks. I'm waiting on the sunburn. I'm waiting on the fireworks. And on a good night, well, can you keep a secret in the low light? When heaven meets the ocean, I will find you in a dream. Yes, I will find you in a dream. And on a good night, can you keep a secret in the low
smoke.
That's what they say I am.
You really dropped the ball on that introduction. I gave you a chest pass and you just watched it hit the ground.
Yeah. That was not a good receiver. I don't know. No. I told you I was 100% ready to record and now you've got me all messed up.
You want to try it again?
Nah.